that the tax reform bill is in order and Nigerians should work towards its perfection and also her progress.
After weeks of anticipation and uncertainty, the Nigerian Senate is set to commence a public hearing on the highly debated tax reform bills today, Monday. The House of Representatives will follow suit on Tuesday, opening the floor for stakeholders to voice their opinions on the controversial reforms. The tax reform bills, which sparked heated arguments and discussions during plenary sessions, have now advanced to public consultation stage. The chairman of the Senate Committee on Finance, Senator Sani Musa, confirmed that the hearings will span for 2 days, covering 2 bills per day. Among the proposed reforms are the Joint Revenue Board Establishment Fund Bill, the Nigerian Revenue Services Bill, and the Nigerian Tax Administration Bill and the Nigerian Tax Bill. According to Senator Musa, these bills are designed to enhance government's revenue generation, ensuring adequate funding for key sectors such as infrastructure, education, and agriculture. He emphasized the Senate's commitment to a transparent and thorough legislative process, reassuring Nigerians that the public hearing will provide an avenue for all concerns to be addressed.
This distinguished Senator Ndime has been the one clamoring for openness in this arrangement. We want to be open. We want Nigerians to know, we want everybody to know what's wrong here. We are trying to make everything open, live, let everybody listen. The chairman is here. And why are you saying you don't want that to be done? This is wrong.
The Finance Committee has extended invitations to key government officials, including the Minister of Finance, the Minister of Trade and Investment, the Attorney General of the Federation, and the Chairman of the Federal Inland Revenue Services. These officials are expected to provide insight into impact and implementation of the proposed reforms. On the House of Representatives side, Speaker Tajuddin Abbas has appointed a special committee led by the chairman of the House Committee on Finance, Abiodun Faleke, to oversee the public hearing process. Additionally, 6 regional caucus leaders have been selected to ensure broad representation and a diverse range of perspectives. While the hearings aim to refine the bills, some lawmakers and advocacy groups remain divided on the potential impact. Opposition voices warn that participation in the hearing should not be mistaken for outright endorsement. A lawmaker from the People's Democratic Party, speaking anonymously, noted that the final decision still rests with the entire House, as each clause will be reviewed and voted on before the bills are passed into law. Beyond the legislature, reactions from civil groups and regional organizations highlight the mixed reception. The Coalition of Northern Groups, CNG, has rejected the bills outrightly, citing concerns over economic repercussions for the northern region, potential tax burdens on religious institutions, and the proposed alterations of the VAT sharing formula. In contrast, the Northern Youth Council of Nigeria has thrown its support behind the reforms, praising them as necessary steps towards an equitable and efficient tax reforms. Traditional rulers and other influential stakeholders have also weighed in, while some monarchs, such as the Mai Kaltungo of Gombe State, confirmed their attendance at the Senate hearing. Others, including first-class chiefs from Adamawa State, reported not receiving invitations. The Kwara Traditional Rulers Council echoed similar concerns, emphasizing the need for greater involvement of traditional institutions in national policy discussions. Meanwhile, the Middle Belt Forum has signaled its willingness to engage in the process, clarifying that their primary concerns lie in the proposed revenue sharing formula rather than outright opposition of the tax reforms.
I know I won't put any question until I hear from Senator Ndume.
Reforms is necessary if we have to move forward. Even in our lives, you look at where you are, where you want to be, and how you want to be, so that you get there. I am not against reforms. And I'm not against these reforms, tax reform. My problem is number 1, the timing.
With a broad spectrum of views on the table, the upcoming hearings are poised to be a defining moment in Nigeria's fiscal policy landscape. The outcome will not only shape the country's tax system, but also determine how government revenues are distributed to drive economic development. As the public hearings begin, Nigerians are urged to stay informed, engage in constructive discussions, and voice their concerns through appropriate channels. The decisions made in the coming days will have lasting effect on businesses, livelihood, and overall economic trajectory of the nation. Stay tuned for further updates and let your voice be heard in shaping Nigeria's fiscal future.